If there is a hidden treasure, not nestled within lofty mountains, nor beneath the depths of the vast ocean, but right within the simplest of things, would you wish to seek it? Listen closely, for today I will tell you of an ancient secret, sparkling in every grain of salt, echoing through the breezes of the open fields, and living forever in the hearts of those who dare to believe. Salt, that tiny thing, is not merely a seasoning of the earth, but the breath of hope, the light of purpose. Today, I invite you to sprinkle salt in your shoes, so that each step you take is not only a journey, but a sacred hymn, a declaration that you were born to shine. You, whose hearts are quietly searching, let your soul pause, merging with the rhythm of heaven and earth. There are mornings when you awaken, tie your shoes and step outside, yet within your heart lies a void. Sharp words from the past, dreams swept away by the wind, long nights embracing loneliness. All these make your shoes feel heavier with the burden of sorrow. But let me remind you, you are not those wounds. You are salt, a sacred gift sown into your soul by the Creator. Salt not only preserves life's essence, it also soothes pains, illuminates hidden corners, and enriches this world with your very presence. Imagine a rice field, stretching wide under the glow of dusk. The wind blows through, carrying the scent of salt from distant rivers, weaving into every grain of soil, reviving what seemed withered and lost. Likewise, the salt in your shoes is the breath of life. It whispers that, though life may cover you with the ashes of failure, though storms of doubt may roar, you can still walk, carrying light to refresh other souls. Sprinkle salt in your shoes today, for salt is the promise that you will not fade, will not fall, but will burn brightly like a lamp on a hilltop. As the scriptures once said, you are the salt of the earth. Life at times is like a biting cold wind, blowing through days when you feel invisible. The wind carries dust, clouding your dreams, numbing your hopes. But salt does not fear the wind. It remains there, steadfast, mingling with the earth, cleansing stains and preparing for a new season. When you sprinkle salt in your shoes, you are preparing for a new season of your soul. You are saying to heaven and earth, I will not perish. I will walk with purpose, for I was created to heal, to love, to make this world radiant. Each step of yours is a beat of hope, each footprint a prayer, resounding through the fields of life, where the seeds you sow will bloom into love and light. There are moments when you stand before a mirror, looking into your own eyes, and see an entire untold story. Days when you smiled though your heart was shattered, times when you rose though your feet trembled, dreams you held close though the world said they could not come true. That is the salt within you, the salt that never dissolves, never fades. Think of the briny rivers flowing through barren lands, bringing life to places thought to hold only death. You too are such a river, carrying the salt of faith, of perseverance to nourish other souls, to make green what has withered. You, who carry untold stories within, take hold of the salt of your soul. Sprinkle it in your shoes, in your heart, in the dreams you once thought lost. Each step you take is a song, each stride a miracle. Though cold winds may blow, though dark nights may envelop, you will still walk, for the salt in your shoes is the mark of life, of faith, and of eternal love. Begin right now with one step, with a pinch of salt, and with the entire universe awaiting your light. In a moment of stillness, when the moon's gentle silver spills across the earth, have you ever felt the wounds in your heart whispering, recounting tales of sorrow? Harsh words, rejections, shattered dreams, they leave marks like cracks on a stone worn by time. But let me share a tender truth. You need not carry those wounds forever. Salt, that humble gift of heaven and earth, not only preserves life but also holds the power to heal. Today, let the salt in your shoes soothe your pains, cleanse your scars, and remind you that you are light, more precious than any treasure. Souls seeking solace, let your heart open like a sunflower greeting the sun. Life at times is like a hill strewn with stones. You walk, carrying shoes heavy with reproaches, failures, or moments when you felt not enough. But the salt in your shoes is a balm for the soul. Think of a small stream flowing over rugged rocks. The stream carries a hint of salt from the earth's depths, gently smoothing sharp edges, softening what was once hard. So too can the salt within you ease your wounds, though they may sting at first, leaving a soul pure, ready to love and hope again. When you sprinkle salt in your shoes, you are inviting healing. When life wounds you, you need not bitterness, you need salt, you need healing. The words that once cut into your heart, the times you were pushed from loving arms, the nights you questioned your worth, all can be washed clean by salt. Salt does not promise to erase memories, but it promises to lighten the burden. It whispers that, though you have wept, you will not collapse. Though you have hurt, you will not fall. For you have salt in your shoes and the Creator in your heart, guiding you through dark valleys. As the scriptures once said, He heals, Beatzels, the broken-hearted. Imagine a forest after a blaze, blackened trees, ash-covered ground, life seemingly gone. Yet grains of salt from deep earth rise, mingling with rain, nurturing tiny green shoots. From ashes, new sprouts stretch upward, bearing the promise of spring. Your soul, too, though scorched by pain, can sprout anew. The salt in your shoes is the seed of hope, the strength to rise, to say to heaven and earth, I will not perish. I will walk, carrying light, for I was created to heal and to love. Each step you take is a prayer, each footprint a testament that you are stronger than what once hurt you. There are moments when you sit alone, feeling your heart like an old house, full of cracks and dust. But salt does not disdain such houses. It slips into every crevice, cleansing dark corners, bringing warmth. When you walk with salt, you are rebuilding the house of your soul step by step. You are saying to old pains, You do not define me. I am the salt of the earth, chosen to enrich this world. You need not bitterness, for bitterness is like sand, easily swept away by the wind. Salt is different. Salt endures, salt remains. Salt is the mark of those who dare to love, to forgive, to begin anew. You, bearing silent scars, let the salt in your shoes tell a story of healing. Walk, though your feet still tremble, though your heart still aches. Each step you take is a pulse of life, a song of hope. Though the hill is rocky, though the forest holds ashes, you will still walk, for the salt in your shoes is the Creator's promise that you are loved, healed, and chosen to bring light where it is needed most. Begin today with a pinch of salt, with one step, and with the faith that you are the salt of the earth, radiant and eternal. Under the vast sky, where stars twinkle like unspoken promises, have you ever wondered where each step of yours is leading? Life, with its hurried rhythm, often pulls us to chase clocks, expectations, voices claiming our worth lies in busyness. But pause, just for a moment, and let your heart hear the deeper call. You were not made to chase shadows. You were made to walk with intention, to sprinkle salt in your shoes and turn each step into a declaration that you live for purpose, for love, for the light the Creator placed within you. Souls yearning for meaning, let your breath merge with the pulse of the earth. You have carried salt in your shoes, the salt that guards your worth, soothes your wounded heart. But salt is not only for healing, it is a flame to guide, a reminder that each step you take is a seed sown. Each step you take is planting something, either pain or purpose. Life, at times, is like a barren field stretching under the sun. If you walk aimlessly, carrying bitterness or regret, you may sow seeds that sprout weeds, stinging your heart and those around you. But when you walk with salt, with intention, you sow seeds of hope, of love, of light, blossoming into flowers amidst dry earth. Imagine a mountain, towering amid clouds. Its winding trails, full of mist and stone, promise no ease. But on that mountain, grains of salt from deep earth mingle with hidden springs, nourishing small pines that rise despite bitter winds. Your soul, too, is a mountain, full of rugged paths, days when you question if you have the strength to go on. But the salt in your shoes is the power to climb, to say to heaven and earth, I will not walk in vain. I will not wander like one without a home. I will walk with purpose, for I am guided by the Creator's hand. Each step of yours is a pulse of life, each footprint a sacred hymn, echoing through valleys of doubt, carrying the promise that you are on the right path. There are moments when you stand on the brink of weariness, feeling your heart like a candle flickering in the wind. Voices from the world, from those who say you are not enough, from failures, from dreams set aside, try to pull you into a cycle of futility. But the salt in your shoes is a light that never fades. It whispers that you are not a machine chasing time, not a cog in another's wheel. You are a soul in motion, a story being written, a purpose waiting to be lived step by step. As the scriptures once said, you were created to do good works, prepared beforehand for you to step into. Think of the mornings when dawn's brilliance cloaks the earth. Each ray is an invitation, each dewdrop a reminder that a new day brings a chance to live differently. When you tie your shoes, sprinkle salt in them, you declare, today I will not walk for pressure. I will not chase what is not mine. I will walk with intention, with faith, with love. You need not have all the answers, need not see the entire path ahead. The salt in your shoes is enough, for it is the mark of a soul that knows where it is going, knows to whom it belongs, and knows that each step counts. Life, at times, is like a whirlwind, sweeping you into circles of worry, comparison, voices urging you to do more, be more. But the salt in your shoes is an anchor, keeping you steady. It reminds you that you need not outrun others, need not prove your worth to the world. You need only walk, step by step, with an open heart and a vibrant soul. Each step you take with intention is a prayer, a stone building the house of purpose, a flame illuminating the dark corners of this world. You, carrying unfulfilled dreams and lingering fears, let the salt in your shoes guide you. Walk, though the mountain trail is misty, though your heart flickers like a candle. Each step is a promise, each footprint a testament that you are not invisible, not ordinary. You are the salt of the earth, chosen to sow seeds of hope, to enrich the world with your presence. Though whirlwinds blow, though clouds obscure, you will still walk, for the salt in your shoes is the breath of purpose, the light of faith, the love of the Creator, leading you through every mountain to fields of light and peace. When dusk falls, painting the horizon red like a gentle whisper from heaven and earth, Have you ever felt your heart heavy, as if carrying invisible stones? Silent resentments, old pains, voices claiming you are not enough. They cling to your soul, slowing your steps on the journey. But let me share a truth as gentle as twilight. You need not carry those burdens forever. The salt in your shoes, the salt of healing and purpose, is also the key to letting go. Today, let salt teach you to drop those stones, to free your soul, to make each step a dance of faith and light. Hearts seeking lightness, let your breath blend with the twilight breeze. You have carried salt in your shoes, the salt that guards your worth, soothes your wounds, guides you with intention, and frees you from past burdens. But sometimes, to walk fully, you must let go of what holds you back. Let go of what is breaking you. You owe your past nothing of your present. Life at times is like a dry riverbed, full of pebbles and tangled branches, slowing the flow. The resentments you hold, the shame you clutch, the relationships that wound you, they are those pebbles, obstructing your soul's current. But the salt in your shoes has the power to dissolve those burdens, as salt melts into water, cleansing what is soiled and restoring purity. Imagine a meadow of grass, stretching under twilight's glow. The dry blades sway, carrying grains of salt from deep earth, mingling with the breeze, preparing for a new season. But for new grass to grow, the soil must release what has withered. Your soul, too, must let go to sprout anew. The words that once hurt you, the times you blamed yourself, the memories you grip as if they define you, let them go. The salt in your shoes reminds you that you need not carry the pebbles of the past. You can release them, letting your soul's river flow freely, letting your meadow bloom with flowers. Each step you take, having let go, is a prayer, a pulse of liberation, declaring that you are stronger than what once pained you. There are moments when you sit under twilight, feeling your heart like a sack full of broken pieces. The times you forgave but held a trace of bitterness. The times you smiled but carried regret. The dreams you left behind fearing you were unworthy. They weigh you down. But the salt in your shoes is a guiding light. It whispers that letting go is not weakness, but strength. Letting go is not forgetting, but choosing not to let the past imprison your present. As the scriptures once said, you are called to live in freedom, to bear the light yoke of love and hope. The salt in your shoes is the key to unlock that door, to walk unburdened by what does not belong to your future. Think of the evenings when the last sunlight filters through trees, painting the ground with patches of light and shadow. Each ray is an invitation, each shadow a reminder that you can choose light over darkness. When you sprinkle salt in your shoes, you are choosing to release the shadows of resentment, of shame, of fear. You are saying, I owe no one my pain. I owe my past no claim on my future. You need no apology to heal, no recognition to know your worth. The salt in your shoes is enough, for it is the mark of a soul loved, forgiven, chosen to walk in freedom. Life, at times, is like an evening breeze, carrying dust and fragments of old days. But the salt in your shoes is an anchor, keeping you steady amidst that breeze. It reminds you that you need not cling to what hurts you. You can let go. Let the wind carry it away. Let your heart be light as meadow grass at dusk. Each step you take, having released, is a dance, a song of freedom. You do not merely walk, you soar with wings of faith, with the light of purpose, with salt in your shoes illuminating every path you tread. You, bearing silent burdens, let the salt in your shoes tell a story of liberation. Walk, though your heart still trembles, though your feet are weary. Each step is a promise, each footprint a testament that you are not defined by what has passed. You are the salt of the earth, chosen to lighten this world, to bring love where it is needed most. Though twilight falls, though night approaches, you will still walk. For the salt in your shoes is the breath of freedom, the light of faith, the love of the Creator, guiding you through every dry riverbed to meadows of light and peace. When the first dawn light pierces the mist, adorning the horizon with fragile rays, have you ever felt your heart stir, as if standing before an unopened door? Life, with its uncertainties and shadows, often makes us hesitate, letting fear whisper that the path ahead is too obscure. But let me share a truth as radiant as morning light. You need not see the entire path to walk. The salt in your shoes, the salt of worth, healing and purpose, is now a torch of faith, guiding you through mists of doubt to the light of sacred promises. Souls longing for light, let your heart blend with the pulse of morning. You have carried salt in your shoes, the salt that guards your worth, soothes your wounds, guides you with intention, and frees you from past burdens. But to walk fully, you need faith, not the grand faith of mountains, but the small faith of a mustard seed, enough to place one foot on the misty path. Faith is not the absence of fear, but the refusal to let fear rule. Life at times is like a coastal trail, where waves crash fiercely and fog cloaks the way. Fear, like those waves, tries to pull you back, claiming you are not strong enough, not worthy enough. But the salt in your shoes is light, is strength to walk, though waves roar, though fog is thick. Imagine a cliff by the sea, standing tall amid the vast ocean. Waves crash against it, spraying white foam. Yet the cliff remains steadfast, for salt within its core, drawn from deep earth, holds it firm. Your soul, too, can stand firm, though fear roars like waves, though doubt surrounds like fog. The salt in your shoes reminds you that faith does not require all the answers, does not need a clear path. It asks only that you step, one by one, with trust that the Creator walks with you. Each step is a prayer, each footprint a testament that you are stronger than fear, guided by the hand of eternal love, as the scriptures once said. He guides the humble in what is right. There are moments when you stand at life's crossroads, feeling your heart like a small boat in a stormy sea. Voices from the past, worries of the future, times you failed. They try to anchor you, claiming you cannot go further. But the salt in your shoes is the wind lifting your sails, the light guiding you through storms. Faith is not the absence of fear, but the choice to walk despite it. It is saying to the waves of doubt, I see you, but you will not sit at my table today. It is tying your shoes, sprinkling salt, and declaring, I will walk, for I know who guides me. Each step you take in faith is a song, a flame lighting the darkness, a promise that you are nearing your purpose. Imagine the mornings when the first sunlight cuts through fog, shimmering on the sea. Each ray is an invitation, each sparkling droplet a reminder that you need not be perfect to walk. You need only faith, small faith, but enough to make you rise, tie your shoes, and step out of shadows. The salt in your shoes is the strength to say, though I fear, I will go on. Though I doubt, I will believe. Though I stumble, I will rise. You need not know the destination, need not have all the strength. The salt in your shoes is enough, for it is the mark of a soul loved, guided, chosen to walk in light. Life, at times, is like a sudden storm, bringing thunder and fog, urging you to shrink back. But the salt in your shoes is an anchor, a torch, the breath of faith. It reminds you that you do not walk alone. Each step is a dance with the Creator, each footprint a testament that fear has no power to define you. You are the salt of the earth, chosen to light dark places, to bring hope where despair dwells. Though waves crash, though fog blinds, you will still walk, for the salt in your shoes is the light of faith, the strength of love, the promise of a radiant future. You, standing before misty crossroads, let the salt in your shoes lead the way. Walk, though your heart trembles, though your feet tire. Each step is a promise, each footprint a song. You need not see the whole path, need not conquer every fear. You need only walk, with salt in your shoes, with faith in your heart, with the trust that the Creator guides you through every storm to shores of light and peace. When noonday sun blazes, gilding dusty paths like a blessing from heaven and earth, have you ever felt your heart stir, as if the universe awaits your radiance? The journey we have walked, from first steps with the salt of worth, through the paths of healing, intention, release, to trails of faith, is a song of the soul's strength. The salt in your shoes, that sacred salt, has led you through dark days, through winds of doubt, so that today you stand here, ready to walk as a torch, as a miracle the world awaits. Today I invite you not only to walk, but to spread that light, to let your salt enrich other souls. Hearts ablaze with hope, let your breath merge with the noonday sun. You have learned that salt is the worth the Creator placed in you, more precious than gold, more enduring than stone. It has soothed your wounded heart, cleansed your pain, so you rise with a pure heart. It has guided you to walk with intention, sowing seeds of love instead of bitterness. It has taught you to release burdens, letting your soul soar like a bird. And it has lit a torch of faith, guiding you through fear's fog to the light of purpose. You are the miracle you've been waiting for, and the world is ready. Life, at times, is like a field of wildflowers, blooming amid dry earth under the sun. Those flowers need no permission to bloom, no recognition to spread fragrance. They need only soil, sunlight, and a touch of salt from deep earth to live. So too, you need no permission from the world to walk, no recognition to shine. The salt in your shoes is enough, for it is the mark of a soul loved, guided, chosen to enrich this world. Each step is a pulse of life, each footprint a prayer, a flame lighting dark corners, bringing hope where it is needed most. Imagine a noon, when sunlight streams through leaves, casting shimmering patches on the ground. Each ray is an invitation, each patch of light a reminder that you are the salt of the earth, created to heal, to love, to transform. When you tie your shoes today, sprinkle salt in them, salt of faith, of hope, of love. Walk, not with perfection, but with an open heart. Walk, not to prove, but to live your purpose fully. And spread that salt by smiling at a stranger, forgiving yourself, sowing seeds of hope in others' hearts. You, bearing light yet to shine, let the salt in your shoes tell a story of transformation. Walk, though the path is dusty, though the sun is fierce. You are not merely a walker, you are a torch, a wildflower, a miracle sent by the Creator to this world. As the scriptures once said, you are chosen to shine like light in the darkness. So walk, with salt in your shoes, with faith in your heart, with love leading the way. And share your story, your steps, your wounds, your miracles in the comments below. Tell us how the salt in your shoes has led you far, and subscribe to the channel to join in spreading this light to souls who need it. Begin today with one step, with a pinch of salt, and with the whole world awaiting you. For you are the salt of the earth, and your light is waiting to shine.